Hi, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to share with you my experience of teaching Genius English Level 9 to 12. The aim of Genius English Level 9 to 12 is to provide an environment in which students can practice their communication skills with a native speaker and with students of a similar level in their class. The aim is to provide a student-centered environment with the tutor acting as a director, encouraging communication with and between the students. We want to encourage the students to speak freely and openly without fear of making mistakes, so we should provide lots of positive feedback and encouragement to enable the students to express their ideas and opinions openly in class. Okay, let's have a look at the courseware. Okay, let's have a look at a class from Genius English 9, Unit 1, Class 3, about the shops. On this title page, we can introduce ourselves to the students and have the students introduce themselves to you if it's the first class. We can also ask some questions like, how are you today? Or what did you do on the weekend? We can also use the picture on the screen to ask some questions like, what does Lele want? Or how much is the bag? Sometimes in these classes, the students can be a bit nervous and shy, so we can play some games with them. For example, an easy game to play is clapping on the vowels, going round in a circle. I start with A, then B, C, D, F, G, H, going round until Z. Another game we can play is making a word with the letter of the alphabet. I'll start with A, going round to Z. For example, apple, banana, cat, dog, elephant, fish, and go round until Z. Another one we can play is making a story. So I will start with a sentence. For example, I went to the playground. Student 1 will follow on with something like, I met my friends. Student 2, we played on the swings, or something like this. We can change the tenses. We can use the past tense, present tense, or future tense in this game.
New words.
Moving on to the new words, we should spend about 3 to 5 minutes studying these new words. The tutor should say the word first and have each student repeat after them. Then the tutor can make a sentence with the word and then ask the students to make a sentence with the word too. If the students are struggling to make a sentence, we have some extra sentences here that they can read. The tutor should go through each word individually until all students understand the meaning of the words. Moving on to the next part, we have the discussions question part of the class. This is the main part of the class, so we should spend about 18 minutes on this part. There are 5 different types of questions we can ask students. Firstly, there are general questions. These provide a good overview of the topic to come. Secondly, there are situation-based questions. These are definitely more appropriate for stronger students, but they should be incorporated into a lesson regardless. Teachers can ask each student to offer one answer, and the class discussion can be built upon different answers. Thirdly, we have opinion-based questions. These are tougher for the students in terms of a quick response, so after asking these questions, we should provide some time for them to think about their answers before responding. Fourthly, we have reasoning questions. These ask students to connect target vocabulary to real life and provide reasons for their answer. These can be turned into a discussion between students, and we should ask more than one student the same question. And finally, there are domino effect questions. The teacher asks student 1 a question, and then student 1 will answer. Then student 1 will ask student 2 the same question, and student 2 will answer, and so on until every student has asked and answered the question. The last student will ask the teacher, since there are no more students left to answer. These questions are labelled in the lesson plans, so check your lesson plan before the class to see what kinds of questions you'll be asking the students. So here are some of the discussion questions. There are 5 parts, discussion 1 to 5. At the top here, we have a picture about the question. Underneath is the question. What types of things do you usually buy? Why do you like to buy these things? The tutor can provide an example answer before asking the question to the students. For example, I like to buy books because I like to read. And then we can ask each of the students to respond to this question. If there is a student struggling to provide their own answer to one of these questions, we have some hints below. They can make a sentence using one of these words.
Remember to do your homework.
Here is the final page of the lesson. Here is a chance to provide some basic feedback to each of the students and say goodbye to them. We can also have every student say goodbye to you too. They can say, "Bye-bye, teacher," followed by your name. Please check our other training material for more hints and tips on how to teach these classes. But again, most importantly, try and encourage open communication with and between the students and give them confidence to express their own ideas and opinions. Bye-bye.